Who do people say that I am? Matthew 16:13. Hi, I am Ryan Zell. At Caesarea Philippi, Jesus asked the apostles this question. This is the same question still being asked today in one form or another. In Matthew 16:14, and they said, some say John the Baptist, and others say Elijah, but still others say Jeremiah or one of the prophets. This is a reasonable answer. Throughout the gospel, the question of who is this man is being asked. It hasn't been answered yet. Isn't this the carpenter's son? Don't leave us in suspense any longer. Tell us, or the cry from the chief priests and the Pharisees. Who do people say that I am? That question is answered in all four Gospels. He is Jesus. He is the Christ. He is the Son of Man. He is the Son of God. He is the Lord. He is God. He is I am who am. He is the Son of David. Each one of these titles is who Jesus Christ is. And many other titles not listed here. In fact, it will be defined at the Council of Nicaea that Jesus is the second person of the Blessed Trinity in the normal growth and development of Christian doctrine. At the Bread of Life Discourse, John 6:41-42, therefore the Jews were grumbling about him because he said, I am the bread that came down out of heaven. They were saying, is not this Jesus, the son of Joseph, whose father and mother we know? How does he now say, I have come down now out of heaven? Then in John 6:44, no man can come to me unless the Father who sent me draws him, and I will raise him up on the last day. Now let's go to Matthew 16:16. Simon Peter answered, you are the Christ, the Son of the living God. We see in John 6:44, Peter is responding to God's grace and reveals who Jesus is. Simon Bar-Jonah will be renamed Caiaphas, who answers the question of who do people say that I am on behalf of all the apostles. This is a direct revelation from God himself. This question is ultimately answered at the resurrection in all four Gospels. The apostles now go to the nations proclaiming that this Jesus whom you crucified is the Son of God. We know who Jesus is at this point, but the apostle Thomas doesn't know who Jesus is. Until Thomas encounters Jesus in the upper room, he will then proclaim to us in front of many witnesses, my Lord and my God. The question Jesus posed in Matthew 13 and 15, who do people say that the Son of Man is, has already been answered. He is Jesus. He is the Christ. He is the Son of Man. He is the Son of God. He is the Lord. He is God. He is I am who am. He is the Son of David. He is Immanuel, God with us. At the Council of Nicaea, the Blessed Trinity will be defined that Jesus is true God and true man, the second person of the Blessed Trinity. Why does all this matter? I recently posted a video called The Newest Protestant Heresy. This heresy claims that within Mary's womb was just a lifeless body or just an unborn child with zero divine attributes, meaning that the unborn child had just a human nature. We systematically debunked this heresy. Believe it or not, the Creator is still holding on to it. Such is sola scriptura, which always breaks down into solo scriptura. During a debate on another YouTube video, the creator of this new Protestant heresy stated that Mary is only the mother of Jesus and nothing more. He uses Acts 1:14 to prove his premise. Now I will discuss why Acts 1:14 fails. These all with one mind were continually devoting themselves to prayer, along with the women and Mary, the mother of Jesus, and with his brothers. As I stated earlier in the video, the question of who do people say that I am has already been answered, and answered by the same man Peter, who God draws him to reveal that Jesus the Nazarene, this man, this Jesus, God raised up again, to which we are all witnesses. Yes, that Jesus who St. Thomas says, my Lord and my God. So who is this Jesus? In all four Gospels and in every epistle, this Jesus is my Lord and my God. So when Luke uses the name Jesus at any time in his Gospel or in the Acts of the Apostles, this Jesus is my Lord and my God at all times. Jesus is Immanuel, God with us, right from conception, and will be for all eternity. And yes, Mary is the mother of Jesus, who is the Christ, the Son of Man, the Son of God, my Lord and my God, the second person of the Blessed Trinity, and Immanuel, meaning God is with us. The question Jesus posed in Matthew 16:15, but who do you say that I am? We say Jesus is God, the second person of the Blessed Trinity. Let's read Philippians 2:9-11. Therefore God has highly exalted him and bestowed on him the name which is above every name, that at the name of Jesus every knee should bow in heaven and on earth and under the earth, and every tongue confess that Jesus Christ is Lord, to the glory of God the Father. Acts 1:14 fails because after the resurrection, the question, who do the people say that the Son of Man is, has been answered. He is the second person of the Blessed Trinity. He is all these right from the moment of conception when the hypostatic union is created for all eternity. True God and true man. We know who Jesus is. Luke 1:31, and behold, you will conceive in your womb and bear a son, and you shall call his name Jesus. And in Psalm 22:10, upon you I was cast from birth. You have been my God from my mother's womb. There are those who do not bow at the name of Jesus while he is in Mary's womb. Those who make the claim that the child born in her womb is just a lifeless body or has zero divine attributes are in formal heresy. Those who make the claim that Mary is the mother of Jesus' human flesh only have created for themselves two Christs, one divine and one human. Blessings to all.